Was good, niggas. Got done recording like an hour long. Fucking America's Got Talent reaction, bro. Kind of got me pissed because now I gotta break it up so I can post it. So we finna watch some jack motherfuckers get beat up to kind of cheer me up. Is Young Mark, the certified yapper, Young Mark Easy. Always saying some shit, never actually saying some shit. I hope that is just audio and not this AI talking over the clips just to make it seem cool. Like, oh, buff badass. Oh, buff guy thinks he's absolute badass until real martial artists push him in his place. Check this out. That shit isn't necessary, bro. So I'm hoping. If it is, we might have to shorten this reaction, bro. It's like a 20-minute vid. 20-minute vids with me turned into like 40-minute vids. So we gotta go.
Baby. Cocky jocks, convinced that they can do whatever they want, often have no qualms about mocking. Here we go. This pumped-up beast thought he could take on an arm wrestling legend. The great Devin Lorat tried hard not to fall for the dumb jock's provocations. But the bodybuilder wouldn't stop shamelessly humiliating the veteran in front of the fans. The strongman was so before effortlessly reducing the arrogant bodybuilder.
Alright, so we might not do this reaction. Cause I'm gonna get tired of this voice, bro. Let's hope at a certain point it stops. But it probably won't, so we're gonna do it like this. If it continues going, we're just gonna mic is on. Yeah, I know. Hold on. Gotta check this shit. Woo. Alright. So look, I'ma just mute this bitch. Or I'm just gonna talk over it. Because I do not feel like having this robot speak absolute nothing while I'm trying to watch this shit and do
fatherly slaps in the process.
Yeah, no. No, we turning this bitch down.
The coach proved that bulging muscles are nothing compared to years of finely honed technique. After that, the loser was kicked out in disgrace. But the scumbag returned the next day, pretending he wanted to apologize. That handshake turned out to be a Trojan horse, masking a true rat act. Then the coach put that overconfident fool through a hellish torture session to re-educate him. Not satisfied with that, the jerk decided to pick an even weaker opponent. But a fragile girl then put that hulking musclehead down like a wild child, punishing the cat even faster than her coach. When the giant came to, he lunged at the person who had helped him, hoping to take down at least someone, only to be humiliated and punished once again, finally realizing his own insignificance. And then there's this steroid-fueled beast who believed his bulging muscles and tattooed, mutilated body made him invincible. Zdravko Tarnagiev is pure arrogance in human form. This insolent bodybuilder strutted into the fight with unbridled confidence and high-handedness, in stark contrast to his very reserved professional opponent. On top of that, he, like a sneaky rat, grabbed his opponent by the throat, publicly humiliating the modest fighter. He entered the bout as if it were an easy walk. That cocky grin never left the face of this tattoo master's draft, even in the cage. However, once the fight started, his opponent found it easier to beat him than to hit a punching bag. And karma made sure that the arrogant prick paid a brutal price. Next up, we have a Russian strongman, one of the leading powerhouses in Russia, Mikhail Koklyaev, after shattering countless strength records, decided he could conquer the MMA world. To prove it, he challenged the fighting legend Alexander Emelianenko, the younger brother of Fedor. Before the fight, the cocky bodybuilder even dared to provoke the pro fighter.
Slow, baby, uncoordinated.
But when the bout began, his confidence quickly vanished. The bell rang, and for a while, thanks to his sheer size, the strongman managed to hold his own. But as soon as the pros started fighting with full force, that pile of muscles quickly turned into a pile of crap. Next, this overconfident guy strutted into the boxing gym and challenged the very best, thinking he'd crush his opponent with ease. But once the musclehead stepped into the ring, a seasoned professional boxer turned his challenge into a brutal torture session. All those muscles he'd built over his life proved utterly useless, as he was completely demolished.
I wish I could hear what he says, but you know, this cocky bodybuilder is going to be the whole...
Then, a gigantic bodybuilder decided to test his strength against UFC legend Dustin Poirier.
Ready to go?
At first, the strongman flaunted his size, mocking the much smaller Poirier. They even dabbled in what was supposed to be a friendly spar, but for the bodybuilder, Dustin was like a fly to an elephant. This bout was scarier for Poirier than even a fight with Khabib, because it's no easy feat to hold down a gorilla. However, the bodybuilder's stamina soon ran out, and Dustin quickly took advantage of it. He executed an armbar on the massive bodybuilder, proving that you can't underestimate a UFC champion.
And Brian Shaw.
Finally, this Russian bodybuilder decided to assert himself by choosing a guy who weighed much less as his opponent. However, the pro was determined to show that technique beats brute strength. At the start, the overconfident jock dominated with his sheer size, making his opponent look like a helpless child rather than a fighter. But as soon as the professional unleashed his full power, the musclehead got hit with a brutal barrage, turning that massive build into a heap of garbage, and soon sending him to work on his most important muscle, his brain.
You want to file free? Hit it.
Don't raise dragons right off the bat. For new players, at the start of the game, don't rush to raise dragons. You might get a powerful dragon at the beginning.
Next up in this battle of youth versus vast experience was the fight between future UFC champion Andrei Arlovsky, nicknamed Pitbull, and 16-year-old debutant Vyacheslav Datsik. At that time, Arlovsky was already considered a very dangerous fighter, making the challenge for Datsik nearly impossible.
Giving his other opponent the game plan.
When the fight began, the colossal gap in experience was clear for everyone to see, and Pitbull delivered a total execution on his inexperienced opponent.
One more clip. This nigga's getting...
Wow!
He's the bodybuilder? The bodybuilders always look smaller.
And a big kick by Arlovsky.
Other than Brian Shaw, this nigga's a tiny nigga, but otherwise, and the nigga probably looked even tiny.
The entire first round, Pitbull tormented his victim, completely dominating the fight. Datsik looked more like a giant punching bag than a worthy opponent.
Yeah, it looks like it because he's in the...
Whoa, look at him.
Ref saved his life. He's getting dented in the face. Look.
But just...
Look at him.
His nose poked out before, bro. Look what's happening to this man. His shit is getting beat in. Literally. Ref, call 911. Call the ambulance. He needs assistance.
But just moments later, the debutante unexpectedly sent Arlovsky into the realm of Morpheus.
Ground and pound, young. Ground and pound. Mighty Mouse gang. Yes, sir. Close the book.
And the guy went down.
That's like a Luffy versus Lucci right there. Me, that's a Luffy versus Kaido right there. Bro was on his. He was fighting for his existence.
Yeah, it looks like it.
He was in survival.
The realm of
Went down. He's still down.
That's real good.
He's gonna be a hard guy to beat.
this cocky tattooed musclehead, Martin Soltysik,
deal,
stepped
like
into the
ancient
ring to
times,
fight the young
gladiator type
protege of the legendary Fedor Emelianenko, Kirill
Wait, what the
Sidelnikov, to fight the young protege
Dr.
of
Mike.
the
The hell is that nigga doing?
legendary Fedor Emelianenko, Kirill Sidelnikov.
Bro,
But
probably
when the
making some
fight
weird
began,
jokes.
Soltysik revealed his true rat nature and shamelessly landed a dirty shot on his young
Damn,
opponent.
that's not cool.
Heavyweights, but you already figured that out.
He missed anyway.
Taking
so it don't
advantage
even
of the
matter.
kid's shock, the steroid-fueled
I'm not
scumbag
getting his
started
ass.
pummeling Sidelnikov like he was a can of protein
Damn,
powder, as
my
if
boy
they were
swinging
duking
like
it
an
out
ox.
in a phone booth.
Let him tire himself out.
29 pounds, and he looks very smooth. He's avoiding the big strikes.
He's wrestling with power too much. He's like, I live.
But after regaining his composure, Sidelnikov, filled with a desire for revenge, decided to carry out an operation to remove the scoundrel's rat-like nature with his fists.
A little bit of that pride getting the better. Just throwing a lot of right hand, so.
And next, Sidelnikov realized that it was time to finish this old rat.
Nah, let him get the ground and pound. Let him get the fucking Ngannou hammer strike. Bro, imagine that, right? Imagine you fight Francis Ngannou. You get knocked down. And you're still conscious, but you can't feel your legs. And the first thing, the second you open your eyes, is this hammer strike from Narnia coming straight down, beeline for your chin. It's over. Anyways, that's the vid. Might react to this shit again.